Hey y'all, welcome to Girl Meets Green. My name is Norma, your host of whatever. And today we're talking Perfect Match, Season 3, Episodes 7 through 9. Listen, it is shit like this that makes me say many shit. And they're gross, and they're yucky. And why bother trying to look for a good one? Because what was this, you guys? I'm not gonna lie, Daniel shocked me. Like, yes, major red flags through him. In no way am I saying they did not exist. However, I did not think that the red flags were like cheating, wanting other women, like being a low hoochie mama. But we're gonna get into it. Let's get into it. Episode 7, the hoochie mamas in the building, okay? The men are the hoochie mamas and so are these women. They came in and they're like, we're stealing a man. Basically, as we know from last video, they are now with all the women that didn't get picked that are like there, and the women are with all the men that didn't get picked. The men are on there like, this is a hall pass, so much fun. But now AD is there, and obviously they all know, like, it's a mole in the hat. You know what I mean? Like, someone's watching their behavior now. Does that stop most of them? Sure doesn't. Louis immediately pulls AD to the side and is like, I feel like I should be kissing people here. And she's like, oh, okay. He's like, you can't tell Sandy. She's like, no, I won't. I promise, not my place. He said, I'm gonna tell her, not you. She's like, okay, promise. I wanna say, I'm pretty sure what she meant by that promise was like, hey, as long as you're telling her, I don't need to, right? I don't think she meant I will keep this a secret for you, you know? But also, she owes you no loyalty. Don't trust that. Don't be a hoochie daddy. 3 of our women have locked in. They know who they looking at, okay? We got Olivia looking at Daniel. We've got Alex looking at Louis, and we've got Juliet on Scott, okay? They locked in and they're like, I'm gonna figure out how to take this man. Only one of them succeeds, but they try nonetheless. There's one point where the guys try to be like, yeah, the women are doing the same thing, and I'm just like, you know they not. Y'all are nasty for that. You know they're not. And they're not. They go to the women are chicken fighting in the pool. Freddie, of course, is also back because AD's back on the guy's side, and Madison is with Freddie. She's locked in. She's like, I didn't waver from my feelings for you. Jalen's cool. He's chill. I did pick him, but it's me and you, baby. And on the girls' side, we do have JR there, unfortunately. Can someone help me understand the appeal? The fact that so many women on these shows seem to be interested in him, I don't get it. It's like zero aura, zero game. Like, what? I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it, and I don't get how some of these women are. Sandy don't fool me. I think Sandy real good at acting like she likes somebody that she don't. Then we also have Rachel and Ray talking, getting to know each other. Carrington is also trying to get to know Rachel, but she does seem to have a little bit more interest in Ray. AD starts asking Ollie about what him and Justine have done, what the vibe is. And he's like, yeah, she's a cool girl, but she's not you. And she asks if they cuddled. He's like, not really. She's like, what's not really? Like, not really. What's not really? Like, yes or no? And he's like, no. We all know he's a liar because if you watch the show, in the last episode, Justine, when they wake up the next morning after the coupling, she's like, he's the best cuddler. Oh my God, I've never had someone cuddle me like that. Wow, wow, wow. Ollie's basically downplaying his whole Justine thing when he was all in, baby. Ollie, had they not brought AD back, Ollie would have forgot all about her. Promise you that. And I feel bad saying it because they're engaged now, about to have a baby. The only thing I hope, and we'll never know because I promise you AD will never tell us that. I'd be shocked if she did. If he told her this, like truthfully said what happened, and that she's not like first time watching this with us, because my gosh, these guys are just in here being nasty. They're playing some sort of truth or dare kissing game situation. Louis making out with 2 girls at a time. Daniel's licking girls in her thighs. Like, it's a mess. It's gross. Louis starts kissing some I think Alex, like in the pool somewhere outside of truth or dare games and all of that. Like, they try to make it seem it's just a hot ass mess. Meanwhile, at the girls' house, none of them are giving anyone the time of day for real, except for Rachel, and that's only because she should, because Scott is a piece of dookie. But literally Sandy is just like, I'm locked in. Like, I ain't thinking about nobody but Louis. Girls are back in the house. Boys arrive at the house. The boys are acting so suspicious, so guilty. Why did they, like, why would you go do what you did and know that you're not a good liar, you're not gonna be good at hiding it? Like, what were y'all thinking? Literally every single one of them was like, Like, Louis looking at Sandy like this. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Daniel is instantly like, we should go talk privately. Daniel and Louis end up telling Sandy and Lucy the truth. Well, Daniel tells Lucy half truth. Louis tells Sandy exactly what he did. He's like, yep, kissed 2 girls in the challenge and went outside of the challenge. But I still want you. Like, men are trash. Trashola, trashola, trashola. You was out there making out with some girls like I ain't exist and got the nerve to come back in my face talking about you're the only one that I want. What is wrong with men? Like, what in your brain needs fixing? Why is that a thing? They go be dirty as hell and then come back talking about you're it for me. You're it. It's you or no one. It's you or no one. No. It didn't look that way. It didn't look that way. Okay, it didn't look that way. And then talking about, well, that's in the past. I know better now. You should have known better then. Okay, this episode ends with everyone back together. Like all the singles, everyone's back in the house. The girls are like, yeah, let's go have a girls chat. And basically everyone asks AD like, what was going on over there? What was going on? And basically we only see her telling Lucy about what Daniel was doing. She finds out the inner thigh thing through AD. I totally forgot to mention Daniel and Lucy, but Louis tells Sandy everything. Daniel only tells Lucy that he kissed Alex in the challenge. Olivia in the challenge, in the Truth or Dare game. He does not tell her about the inner thigh situation. AD does. AD does. And Shorty is like flabbergasted, disgusted, shocked. Episode 8 picks up with AD asking the girls about Ollie and Justine, and they tell her. I don't remember if they saw them kissing and like told her, but she does find out that he had like kissed Justine and he was in fact cuddling her. Basically she ends up like talking to the girls, and then she pulls Justine to talk, and then she's telling Justine like, yeah, he told me like no, and Justine is just like, ew, like come on. Like, you know, she's like, no, we were vibing. He was cuddling, he was kissing. I thought he was interested, okay? And yeah, basically Justine sees it for what it is. She's like, we deserve better. Fuck that boy. Rachel's talking to Scott, you know, and she's like, if you're more interested in her, like, go, whatever. And he's like, I don't know, my head's in a twist, blah, blah, blah. And then he says, like, but you look good, though. And she's like, and that should terrify you. And walks away. And I was like, it could be in, kind of. Personally, I'm just not talking to Scott anymore. Like, and it has to be that the producers like make them sit and have these conversations. But the way, because like, it's not like your contract says you have to do what the producers say, right? I'm not. Personally, I go on a show like this, I'm good. What do I need to talk to him for? That man is in that other chick's face, was in that other chick's face the whole time that the boys were away, is in that chick's face in front of me. He's good to go. Have fun. And I got 2 other options. I'm chilling. I'm cooling. I'm not worried. Like, what do you mean? I have nothing to speak to that man about. We see Sandy talking to Jalen, and she's kind of like, oh, what do you want? And he's like, girl, I'm almost 30. Like, I'm looking for like a relationship, like serious. That's what I'm on. And she's like, I'm almost 32. And if Sandy was serious about finding someone, she would have recoupled with Jalen. Like, that's what's insane to me on these shows. When you see guys like Jalen, or just like, which he could have been lying. Who the heck knows? But I will say, like, when you have the like good guys on the show that the girls like pick the toxic one over, I will never understand. The only like conclusion I come to is like, oh, she's also here to win, or also here to play the game, or also here just to be on TV. Because like Louis is a walking red flag. I'm sorry. Listen, I know that a lot guys like Louis hate that, right? Guys like Louis want to be soft, deep, loyal little puppies, but they're not. And they hate when it gets called out. They hate when women are like, I can see it already, right? And it's the whole like, people judge me before they get to know me. And it's like, because this is who the fuck you are. And people can see it. Like, it's not hidden. It's there and it's obvious. Like, come on. But anyways, yeah, he's a walking red flag. She should have seen that and picked somebody else. And she didn't. And so I'm like, okay, Sandy trying to play the game. Sandy trying to get her TV time. Ollie has a conversation with Justine. Basically like breaking the news to her that he is choosing AD. He says obviously like, sorry, I definitely should have moved differently, should have done things differently, and I didn't, and I'm sorry, whatever. To me, and this is like just a critic watching from the outside, I feel like he's still not being fully honest. Like, he's not being the honest AD about how he approached Justine. And I think even still, like, in that conversation, he's like, I do want to get to know you, but it's just like, I know AD a little bit better, so like, I'm choosing her. You know what I mean? Versus being like, I just know that I have something with her, something lasting. But like, whatever it is, it just kind of, I don't know. Like, there's a part of me that's like, he just didn't want to look like the bad guy, right? Like, come out of this show looking like an a-hole. And that's where it's touchy, right? That's where you're like, I don't like it. I don't know. Anyways, that happens. And then him and AD talk again, and he's like, yeah, I told her. No, I told her, like, it's you. It's all you. Did you? Is that exactly how you said? I feel like that's not exactly, I don't know. But I guess they're somewhat good now. Nick Lachey is in the building, and he has been in the building throughout. I forget to mention him. I think he's there every time there's like new people brought into the house, etc. He comes in today to let them know everyone is at play, but like singles cannot match with singles. So like people could switch up, but like essentially you can only match with the person that was in the house. The twist is that only 6 couples can stay in the house. So basically it's like first come, first serve. Nick Lachey says this, walks away, and Daniel is in Lucy's face. So what's it been on? Yeah, I want to match with you. And I don't know if she was drunk or what, but you know, she's like, oh yeah, do you? Mm-hmm. Like, she's all flirty as if this man did not just lie to your face, be nasty, embarrass the shit out. I'm embarrassed for her. Like, what? Why? Down bad. Her and Sandy made me so mad because they were so close to having it right. I don't give a, and this is obviously them trying to win. I'm like, this can't be anything other than them trying to win the perfect match. Because like, fuck no. There's other hot guys here. Like, I had other options, because that's the thing. Like, Sandy had Jalen. We saw her talking to him. There was a connection there. She had JR as well. Lucy could have had literally any of them men. Like, not a concern there at all. I am choosing someone else. Please. And y'all know that based on previous seasons, the people here are the ones voting for you. You know you're not winning on that. After what these men did tonight, y'all ain't winning. Pick somebody else. They don't. No one does. Lucy pairs up with Daniel. Ew. Sandy pairs up with Louis. Ew. Madison pairs up with Freddie. Listen, Freddie is babe. Like, I love Freddie. We all love Freddie. And Madison, she doesn't give girl who belongs with Freddie. I'm so sorry. Also, this might be a controversial take. This might bring a lot of opinions, but Madison gives me girl who went to therapy and can't stop using therapy speak. Like, she was like, oh, I think you should respect her boundaries right now. Girl, shut up. I'm sorry. I am a hater. But like, you know, normal they would be like, she just doesn't want to talk to you right now. Like, just give her a second. Then we have AD and Ollie, Julia and Scott, and Rachel and Ray. Rachel is a G. I'm wondering if they edited this way or if it like, I don't know. It didn't look edited just because of the sequence of the way that events happened. But basically she's sitting talking to, I forget who. I think it's Lucy. Yeah, she's talking to Lucy, and Carrington comes up to her, and he's like, Mademoiselle, can I borrow you? And she's like, me? He's like, yeah. And she gets up, and she's like, yeah, hold on. And she walks over to Ray, and is basically like, I want to match with you. Let's match. Like, and in her confessional, she's like, you know, Ray, it gives like talking to my boyfriend. It gives like dating. And I was like, damn, that's kind of diabolical. But I guess it's just the name of it. She literally was like, hold on, and then just went and matched with someone else. Like, ow. And then we like go back to Carrington. He's just sitting there with his glasses. This episode ends with Ollie and AD arguing, and basically Ollie's arguing because he's upset about how AD was like laughing and talking to, I think it was JR, like laughing too loudly, blah blah blah. And she's like, sir, what the hell is wrong with you? And he's like, she's like, you're insecure. I'm not insecure, don't call me insecure. I'm just saying that was a little disrespectful. And she's like, if that was disrespect, what the fuck did you do to me? What? And amen, girl. A freaking men. Because if me laughing while talking to someone is disrespect, what is what you did? Let me know. What's it called? Because listen, here's the thing with Ollie and Daniel and their little, I'm an alpha male, I'm doo-woo. the way they went off on these women. Daniel was putting Lucy through the ringer for laughing too loudly with someone, for rating someone higher than him in a kissing challenge, or confusing him. Like, and you go and do that? If Lucy had done that, he would have called that girl all kinds of names, to put it nicely. Please. And then same shit with Ollie. He's freaking out every time Shorty sets on a date, laughing with somebody, but then you out here doing your thing. Episode 9. So, episode 9, everyone's paired up. Next morning, we have a challenge. It is a 4-task challenge. First task, changing 2 tires. Each person in the couple has to change a tire. Next, after the tires, is this weird eating thing. There's 4 different things. Each of them has to eat 2 of them. It was crickets, churros, a ghost pepper, and some weird black fruit thing. And then the next thing is, I forget what there was a third one. What was the third one? Changing the tire, eating the weird food. I forget there was a third thing, and then a cold plunge. And then after the cold plunge, they have to like build an upside down pyramid. So there's like a little stick, a little like pole thing, and then they have blocks that are obviously like shaped in a pyramid, and they have to put the blocks upside down and get it to stand or whatever. Rachel and Ray end up winning this challenge, but let's go through real quick each couple like in it. So Sandy's like chilling in the challenge, right? They change the tire, they get to the food, makes him eat the crickets, and then she's just like munching on the churros like she's having a snack, bro. She's taking her sweet time, just watching everyone eating. Louis is irritated, annoyed, ready to like shove the churros into her mouth and make her chew and swallow. He's like, hurry up, and she's just chilling, looking around. And he's like, I just ate all them damn crickets, girl, hurry up. Madison and Freddie seem to be chilling for the most part. I think Freddie definitely was trying to win, but like was, you know, being patient with her, being like, you can do it. Like there wasn't anything too crazy there. Julia and Scott, maybe I'm remembering wrong, but it kind of seemed like they hated each other throughout this challenge. But what do I know? Rachel and Ray kicked complete ass together. Those two were like, boom, 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 knocking them down. They both had everything down. They was eating the snacks. They was like, they were doing their thing. I love to see it. I love to see it. And they won the challenge, but yeah, they worked great as a team. They were both hustling. Like it was really cool to see. They did good. They did good. I liked them. I enjoyed them. Adi and Ollie also did well together. Neither of them was like being too pushy to the other. Like they were both just kind of moving fast and encouraging each other. And they almost had the win. They just had to get they were actually ahead of everyone. They got to the last thing, the pyramid first, but Rachel and Ray got it built and to stay up before they did. Last but not least, Daniel and Lucy. And while Lucy should never, ever, ever be with Daniel again, I will say, and I'll share my immediate thoughts, but they get to the cold plunge. It's an ice bath and they have to sit in it for 4 minutes. As soon as they sit, Lucy is crying. Like she's just like, my body went into shock. It was a lot at once. And he's just like, you're okay. And he literally just like grabs her and is like hugging her in the cold plunge as she's crying. He's just like, you're fine, you're doing great, you're so strong, calming her down. And I instantly thought about giving birth. Because I was just like, oh, he will be great under pressure. He will be great at like calming his partner when she needs it. And while I am disgusted by his behavior on this show so far, that might have me choosing you every time, because as an anxiety girly, I love having a partner who can bring me down and make me feel supported. Have I had that? Not really. But just having someone who like knows what to say and knows how to like bring you down, right? Versus like, I don't know, like, okay, I won't say who, but a partner of mine would just say like random quotes or just like say shit that did not make things feel better. Like I think they thought they were helping, but it was just like, no, what the fuck? Like you would be like, oh, I'm so stressed, like, yeah, I just have to get this thing done. And then they'd be like, yeah, you know, you just gotta kind of do it. You just, you know, you focus. And like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I know that. Thanks so much. Anxiety gone. What could I have done with that? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, that's not what somebody needs to hear. Through no fault of, you know, people try their best. Louis sets up this sad ass little date. I'm sorry. It was just like fruit cut up on a plate, all cute. And yes, that is cute if it's like included in many gestures that a person does for you. But for like someone to do what Louis did to Sandy and then give me a plate of fruits and I'm like, sold, got me, like the way Sandy was acting, I was just like, seriously? Like this? No, thank you though, thank you. As I mentioned, Rachel and Ray won, and Rachel and Ray send Juliet and Sandy on dates. Sandy with JR, of course, and Juliet with Carrington. They come back, Juliet is holding Carrington's hand. Scott is off the rocker about it. Turns out Juliet's 27, Scott's 23. What is with these young ass dudes on this show? Men are already immature, more immature than women. Why the are you putting a bunch of like almost 30 women on these shows with like barely legal men? 23? What is a 30-year-old, 28-year-old doing with a 23-year-old? Nathan, especially a 23-year-old man. Scott gets mad at Juliet. She's like disgusted by it. She's just like, ew, like I don't like that. Like, why are you acting like a child who can't control their emotions? She literally is like holding hands. Like, you would have thought I walked in holding his dick. I'm like, Juliet, you're too much. I feel like Juliet was drunk for a lot of this, if I'm being honest. She was very much giving drunk girl. Because from the beginning, she's like interrupting and I have to talk to you. And it's like, girl, that man is clearly not interested in you. Stop embarrassing yourself. Carrington is obviously back in the house and we basically see him going to talk to Rachel anyways to try to like get Rachel. And it's like, babes, she could have chose you and she didn't. You gotta let it go. You gotta move on, okay? And so yeah, that's the deal. We have Sandy acting like she's confused and like, yeah, like that date with JR just brought back some feelings. I'm a little confused. She's just trying to play Louis. She's trying to make him jealous, trying to make him feel like he could lose her, because that's what toxic people think is like how you keep a relationship going. I don't know, like, girl, what are you doing? And then yeah, like I said, Carrington is talking to Rachel, but basically Juliet is deciding between Carrington and Scott. I'm pretty sure everyone else is gonna stick with their matches. Juliet, I feel like, may choose Carrington just because of how Scott was acting, but I don't know, because honestly they both seem to just be trying to like win or stay in the house. So she might end up choosing Scott to give it that whole like, we've been through something and we made it out stronger type of thing. But once again, it's the people that have been there with you guys who are gonna vote. Like, they all know what your relationship is. So again, I'm rematching. What these women are experiencing with their chosen matches, I'm picking someone else. But, you know, that's just a testament of what I've been through. So, I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, upcoming is the tea. Everyone's yelling at each other at the little like mini reunion. And that looks like a blast, truly. I don't understand people trying to win this so hard, because the prize, isn't it like a trip? Why would I want to go on a trip with someone that I like don't want to be with or like don't intend to be with? Does that make sense? Like, I mean, I guess the accolade of winning perfect match, but what does that actually get you in the real world? Not very much, for one. And for two, why would I want to go on a trip with a man that I'm like, dang shit, like they betrayed me, or with someone who it's like, I don't really like them, but I'm in it to win it? Why would I want to go on a vacation with someone like that? Hope you guys enjoyed this little recap of mine. Like the video if you did. Comment down below, who do you think is gonna win this? Subscribe for more content like this, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.